everyone, VJ back again on some What's on Deck. You know, what is new and or upcoming in the world of cards this week. Mostly probably what is new. Let's see what is in fact new on Kickstarter to start things off with. Oh my god. Again, I feel like I've talked about this project a dozen times. Straight Wars, the Claws deck poker playing cards relaunch. 100% cannabis themed deck, yay. Featuring characters inspired by real strains of cannabis, which only a pothead like this guy would know. I don't know the different strains, I really don't care. It's by Jason M. Separate, 19% funded, 48 days to go. The fact that he feels he needs 48 days to fund this crap is very telling. Only $1,500 goal US. 14 projects he's done, mostly relaunches of this deck, which tells me that nobody is interested, because if they were, it would have funded about 3 years ago when he first launched it. I can't believe this again. I'm actually curious to see how many times he's launched stuff related to this. Games, decks, different variations of decks. It's just ridiculous. What was his last project? There's a poker game canvas print, which actually funded. It was $65 of a $40 goal. That tells you how good this project's going to go. That's how much interest people have in that. We actually had a game in December. This other one was pretty recently, it seems. Oh my god. An activity and coloring book. Because kids are into pot. Like, what is this guy smoking? Oh yeah, I know what he's smoking. My apologies. Clearly, too much of it. I mean, who the hell's going to buy a pot-themed coloring book? Last project he did with this deck, he had $436 out of a $2,500 goal. Is he going to get $1,500 this time around? Not likely. Let's just move on. Well, actually, I want to see who he's got producing this deck, and if there's been any actual changes. Because that's another thing regarding this project, this deck of his. And that is, he has been relaunching the same thing over and 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 over again. And he has not made any changes to it, to my knowledge, and from what I can tell. And that does not help. If what you're selling people is not working, you have to make changes. Any reliable creator or, decent creator is going to do it. Oh my god, so much crap on this project, so much animations. Printed by NPC. At least that's good. Stretch goals. Oh boy. Anyways, it's just ridiculous. Moving on, let's talk about better things, hopefully. Okay, a Norse tarot deck. That's interesting. Choco Gyoko, playing cards with a chocolate theme by Sweetie Kingdom, is 14% funded. 30 days to go, already doing better than the strain themed deck, the pot themed deck. 7,000, oh my goodness, 7,000 euro goal, not likely to fund. That being said, nice artwork, nice court cards. I'm guessing they're supposed to represent like regular chocolate and white chocolate, just like they have in the image. Started with a story. How much is it for a deck? Out of curiosity. 10 euros for one deck. That's not bad. I currently have an early bird at 14 euros for two. Pretty good deal. If you're interested in it, if you like it. It's not bad. It's designed pretty nicely overall. Interesting color scheme. That being said, oh my goodness. That's the back design. I don't know how I feel about that as a bat design. At least it's three-dimensional and it's unique. It's like a chocolate bar, and I do love chocolate, but on a deck of cards, I don't know how I feel about that. It's a two-way fanning deck, though, so that's interesting. Recipe for one Choco Gyoko deck. I like that. It's cool. Printed by the USPC, so that explains the goal. It's not bad. I do wish the bat design's a bit better. Or at least, I don't know. I guess the white borders wouldn't make much sense, but it's interesting. It's unique. It's different. Next we have Crown Jewels by the SVI Group, which is well funded already. 24 days to go. Very nice looking tuck case. There's a classic edition and an art edition. I can see there's foil on the tucks. £10 for one deck for the classic deck. £11 for the art deck. Classic deck has just a simple... Oh, the Kings winked at me. The classic deck has a nice simple back design that doesn't really fit with the theme or the tuck case. The other one has a fancier back design. Also more color on the courts. Different colors on the courts from one deck to the other. Not bad. £19 for one of each. And I guess this is there's a cardistry edition as well, which is locked currently, which will be unlocked at £21,000. And they got well, cardistry styled faces and backs, really simple backs, and they've simplified the court cards with no faces. Basically they've gone, oh well, this is what other people do with cardistry decks. They don't put faces on the court cards, so we're going to do that. We're going to put a color on the corners and make it fanning friendly. And why do we even need this in this project? Oh boy, I don't know. Already there's too many decks. How much is it going to cost for that other deck? I do like the artwork on the court cards. It's very nice. I did have, I did get the previous decks, and I really like that artwork on the court cards on these decks. I did get their last decks, the Caribbean decks. Nice tuck cases and everything. Nice cards. Quality, not really my favorite. I do believe, as somebody else pointed out, that it appears they are printed by, I think it was Will Roy actually pointed out, it appears they are printed by Noir Arts, just using their own name, which is kind of unfortunate. I do think it'd be nice if they used a much better quality. And there's the tuck case for the cardistry one. Well, at least they got everything covered. They got a classic deck, standard type of deck, cardistry deck, and an art deck. However, I would say that I think there should be more of a difference between the classic edition tuck case and the art edition. Perhaps it should be more simplified, more standard, not all fancy and foily. But, they're not bad. Pretty nice looking. Next up, we got the Hypnotic playing cards from Doc's Playing Cards. This is their first project, Doc's Playing Cards. It's already funded, 24 days to go. Doc's Playing Cards, I was going to say, is a website where you can buy playing cards. It's designed for cardistry. Oh, good. That's what I needed. It's an interesting ace of spades. It's an interesting back design that's just going to make me dizzy. And then the faces are standard, and, oh, really? I don't like that they added in this design element from the back design on the faces. It just kind of makes them seem blurry and hurts my eyes. This whole deck. And we put that on a crust B stock, casino grade stock by the USPC. An embossed finish. Traditionally cut. So it's going to be a great quality deck. Nice, simple, clean tuck case. Although, they could put Hypnotic on the front, that would be nice. I think there's no reason to not have the name on the front. It's one that I could pick up later on, if anything. But check out docsplayingcards.com. Good site, they have a lot of interesting decks. Then we got Dice Throne playing cards by Albino Dragon. It is funded 19 days to go. I had a pretty low goal. Oh my god. We'll get to that in a minute. This one has a lot of anime type figures. This is the back design you see here on the image hidden behind these scorecards. It's just a bunch of faces and a one-way. And I'm just not really feeling this. I have no idea what this is all about. Sounds like they're ripping off Game of Thrones, if anything. I'm sure it's some kind of anime series or something. Typical for Albino Dragon to do a deck based on some kind of a show or movie or whatever. As you can see here, I mean, they've done Ding of Wind, which is based on the book. White Rabbit, which is based on Alice in Wonderland. Cthulhu, Princess Bride deck. Goonies, Ghostbusters, Breaking Bad, Wizard of Oz, etc., etc. It's just not my cup of tea. I do appreciate the white borders on the faces to match the backs, but again, just not my cup of tea as far as the faces are concerned. And this is basically the back design you see in the background of the faces, I do believe. It would be nice if they actually showed us the back design a little more clearly instead of hiding it, which is exactly what they're doing there. They're hiding it. There it is, but it's hidden. Can't see it. It's just not great. It's going to be printed by USB-C, though. Quality will be fine. And then, this is why I had that reaction a few seconds ago. America's Greatest Card Deck by Santiago Nudman. 0% funded, 53 days to go. It is not going to fund. It's got about as much chance of funding as Trump does of being reelected. Unless, I mean, the only way he'll be reelected, in my opinion, is if he cheats, and he has been known, and his party has been known to cheat. And of course, then he could always call it a national emergency and just dictate. As long as he wants, pretty much. If he's gonna lose. This, I don't understand why anyone in Mexico would do anything related to Donald Trump. For a deck of cards. Oh my god. $51,000 Canadian gold. That's about $45,000 US, I want to guesstimate. That is an absolutely outrageous goal. There is zero chance it funds. There's actually a better chance of Trump being reelected than this deck funding. And he's got a nice wall. The Trump wall. And interesting. So you got Trump's buildings. I assumed that this would be a copyright issue. Trump Tower Inc., a symbol of success located in the heart of Moscow. Hamburgers. No, he misspelled it though. It's supposed to be hamburger, not hamburger. And that's the back design. Ugh. The red cat. Essential component of any mega kit. All the aces are the same. All the cards are basically the same. Fake news. I don't know if this guy is... And it is Mr. Putin. I don't know if this guy is a fan of Trump. Or he's not a fan of Trump. I don't know if this is supposed to be, mocking Trump. Or if it's supposed to be supporting him. Okay, he also had a project called the Donald Trump Museum. So I guess that explains that. So yeah, I guess he's opposed to that, but it's not going to fund. $48 for one deck? Are you fucking kidding me? I apologize for my language, but no. Not a chance in hell. By the way, I just want to do a quick math calculation. I probably don't need to do this, but... probably do this in my head. We have 2,000 decks times $48 Canadian. $96,000. Wow. Okay, so he definitely would be able to reach the funding goal with that. Good grief. Nobody's going to pledge for a deck that's that much money. Or that's that horrible. Yakuza playing cards by Willie. Please, can we have a nice deck of cards? I mean, we already had one with the Crown Jewels deck, and Hypnotic wasn't bad, but so far this week, the Joker one wasn't bad either. I mean, Strain Wars, horrible, recycled crap that has never funded, will never fund, in my opinion. This one is just absolutely horrible. Yakuza by Willie, however the hell you pronounce that. Japanese themed playing cards. 9% funded, 23 days to go. I'm already thinking, oh my god, no, it's not that great. It could be worse though. However, for $20,000 New Zealand gold, it's not likely to fund. A for effort. Interesting, artwork on the faces. It puts an effort into it. The aces are interesting, featuring different buildings in different regions. I can't even really. It'd be nice if the image was bigger so you can actually see what it says. And interesting jokers. And then you get the back design. And the tuck is in white. The back design feels like it has absolutely nothing to do with Japanese or Japan culture. Or with Japan. It's inspired by the sun, which is an important symbol in Japanese culture, except it looks nothing like a sun. It just looks like a bunch of circles. I mean, I guess there's a little element there of the sun, but yeah, I don't see how that's going to work. They have stretch goals for Kickstarter exclusive color theme, another Joker, midnight exclusive color theme, and another Joker for 4 Jokers. By the way, it doesn't say who's producing it, however, being that they're only planning to start with 2 Jokers and add more later on, I'm going to assume it's not USB-C. It doesn't say. $18 Canadian for 1 deck? No. Pass. Azotti playing cards, first edition by Azotti playing cards. That's how you pronounce it. 39% funded, 21 days to go. This is the last new one for the week. Aha. No. Not my cup of tea. €7,000 goal. Very minimalistic. Artwork printed by Carter. Moonday first edition. 1,000 decks. Yay. Come on. Don't freeze on me, you son of a. There you go. A for effort on the faces. They customized the court cards at least. The back design, however, looks inspired by, what was it, the Stripe playing cards or something like that. It looks pretty much like a ripoff of, some other decks. The artwork on the court cards, really kind of cartoony and goofy. Not my cup of tea at all. 2 Linden B9 finish, as you would expect. The tuck is kind of boring, unfortunately. I'm just not really feeling this one. It's been a pretty dire week as far as new playing cards are concerned. Not many that too exciting. If I was going to say, the deck of the week for this week, I'd probably say the Crown Jewels. It's the well designed, nice artwork, beautiful court cards, interesting back designs. The rest is kind of meh. Actually, also the Choco Joko is also pretty nice. I'm not a huge fan of the back design. Don't know if it's going to fund. And the Hypnotic is not bad either, if you like that style. And to Jason Shepard, if you happen to watch this video, please just give up already. It's not going to happen. Maybe change things up or do something different. I don't know. Moving on. A Expert at the Card Table Enamel Pins by Jim Jackson is funded. 20 days to go. How exciting. Digital Cobalt Blue and Gunmetal Gray CE Volume 2 by Jason Nguyen is also funded. 59 hours to go. Cyberpunk Playing Cards by Elephant Playing Cards is well funded. 8 days to go. Drunken Royalty by Eric Seabolt is 27% funded. 40 days to go. Not gonna happen. Jeez, I got hiccups. I apologize. Event Prototype Playing Cards. 75% funded, 12 days to go. There's a chance it funds. It really kind of hope it doesn't, but who knows. Dance of Death playing cards by Sergey is funded 9 days to go. I think that's a deck. I'm pretty sure that does say playing cards. Aristo Steampunk playing cards by Aristo is well funded, 16 days to go. Interesting looking anyways. Definitely want to look at later on. Lux Aruna Metal playing cards by Forbes is funded as well. 9 days to go. Cure playing cards by Saxton Cards, 32% funded, 23 days to go. Not sure it's going to happen. The Invocation by Jackson Robinson, funded, 8 days to go. Double Cards by Ying New York, 2% funded, 21 days to go. Not a chance it's going to fund at this rate. Sumi Kitsune by Card Experiment is 2. It is 257% funded. It's well funded. 21 hours to go. Helheim playing cards by Design Imperial, also well funded. 71 hours to go. The Secret Action Squad Mission 001 by Chris Jensen is 30% funded, 6 days to go. Sounds about right. Not going to fund. Grid Series 3 by Luke Waddy is well funded with 11 hours to go. A lot of projects ending. Meow Star V2 by Bokobo is also well funded, 21 hours to go. I don't know who keeps pledging for their decks. It's just ridiculous. Stop putting out these weird, unusual, flimsy, cheap-ass tuck cases that nobody wants. Just give us a nice, standard, traditional tuck case and a nice deck of cards for a change. Skellstomits playing cards by Jacob Smith, 85% funded, 5 hours to go. It's going to be close. It may or may not make it. The Game of Spades by Aaron Parker, 33% funded, 30 days to go. Still a chance it makes it. I'm going to guess not, though. Monolith. By the way, I'll mention Monolith by Fred Wade, just funded today. Look forward to that one. And the Emanations by Marty Gilbert is also funded at some point in time. Interesting. Well, hang on a sec as I go see what else is new, and I'll get back. Alright, let's continue. Not too much to go on this week. Not really a whole lot on a point called Dex.com that I haven't already seen before or elsewhere. They got the superior rainbow playing cards, expert playing cards. Which, once again, means I got them from Cards and Arts with their excessive shipping for no reason. And, yeah, not thrilled with that, but it is what it is. Pizza playing cards, which forward to checking out. A couple other ones that I've gotten. Apparently the circuit is actually put by expert playing cards. I didn't know that. Did not know that. Because it doesn't say anywhere, so I'm not sure how they know that. Moving on. This was mentioned on the Ellen Show the other day. Deck of cards produced by 311. Available in this package she has. It's a membership thing. Apparently, 311 has no plans to release it. However, I suspect it will eventually pop up somewhere. That they will eventually sell it. There's no way they produce a deck that they're not going to sell. I mean, like every other deck that they've produced, they've sold. And if they don't sell it, I would question that, because that would be bullshit to everyone who's a fan of 311 or who's a customer of 311 and can't get the deck of cards. And hell, they could say, you know what, we're donating proceeds to her cause along with that, and I suspect that might be the case. I did notice a couple of new things on the Valve store. Some new Dota decks. I don't know how new they are. This one is definitely put by USBC. Series 2. I previously got one that was basically the same, except it was black. So I decided to get these ones as well. I mean, $8, not bad. Interesting artwork, as you can see. Completely custom. Kind of weird. I'll just quickly show you those. You can see them. Ooh, spades. Again, I don't know a whole lot about Dota, D-O-T-A. But it is what it is. Here's your back design. You can see a review on the previous one I got, the Series 1, which I do believe, like I said, is Basically the same as this one, just a different, just that it's black. On top of that, this was printed by the USPC, but there's also this one, which is a deluxe deck, which looks like it has a foil top case. I assume it is also printed by the USPC, but they have not actually said that. Gold glossy foil box details, that's nice. And you'll see the artwork is very similar. Gold for the hearts and diamonds. Darker for the spades and clubs, which is interesting. It is different artwork than the other deck, from what I can tell. Very interesting. It's a bit pricier though, $19.50, twice the cost of the other one. It better sure as hell be printed by USPC. And then moving on to Murphy's Magic. They got the rates cards, which, yay. I'm not excited about that at all. As well as some of the older Point Arts decks. Some other older decks like Bicycles had too, and the Genesis. And Skid Row from Tomas Pinston from Gemini Decks. Which will load up at some point in time today. This is inspired by, what is it, the 80s, I guess? The 90s. Printed by USPC, a soft crust stock. You just find a geometric artwork with a touch of 90s vibes. Not really digging it. Dig it. I don't know, I'm trying to be 90s here. Far out. They look like they're interesting. Anyways, they're very interesting. They're kind of colorful, not my cup of tea. Don't know what's going on with the pips and the court cards. They're all the same color for some reason, except for the index. Just not digging it at all. Green and purple Pantone colors. Traditionally red suits are a blue-green color. You're going to love that, apparently. Moving on, there's this one, the Polyanthrop playing cards, which is not necessarily new, but it is apparently a reprint by the USPC. It is by Daniel Snyder of Black Roses playing cards. So it's a black casino cut card with the logo on one side, and a gaff card with a 2 of diamonds on one side, 8 of spades on the other side. So it's a double face card. There's also a marking system. Like I said, this is not necessarily new. I don't know if they've changed anything. To me, it's more of a reprint on the Crust Premium B stock by the USPC. If finished traditional cut, I will probably get this at some point in time. But I do have one you can check on my channel review of a original version of Polyanthrop that came out a couple years back, 2 or 3 years at least. That was printed somewhere else, and you can see that and check it out to get a sense of what you're going to get. Of course, it's much better quality by the USPC. And I believe that is it for what's new this week. Not a whole hell of a lot. Looseness has been having a sale. Let's look at that very quickly. Speaking of which, I have not seen the Looseness X Views decks anywhere. The Views Looseness deck. Let's see if they got anything new. They were having a purge, as they call it. They were having a massive clearance sale. There were decks at $5 each. I don't know if that's still ongoing or not. Apparently, they were also claiming, one of the guys on Facebook was claiming they had a bunch of stuff stolen, a bunch of decks and whatnot, stolen at the, I guess it was the Blackpool Magic Convention or something like that. Okay, if you say so. Obviously, they should have been paying more attention to people walking out with a bunch of decks. Anyway, that is that for this week, I do believe. Comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I, by the way, have a bunch of stuff coming from eBay. I just went on a massive spending spree this last couple of days. As a quick, and it's going to be great. Yeah, there's a lot of decks that you may have not seen before or heard of before, and that Cell have not been reviewed before. And, okay. These include, though, a 4th edition of the Totals Magic Bar deck, a lime green quality B deck, a Bicycle God Selection deck, Bicycle Minnie and Mickey deck, a Blue Rider deck printed for the EPCS in China. A little harder to find outside of Asia. A lot of these decks are. What did I just see there? And then I also got the yellow Tally-Ho Maeda deck of cards. Is a bit pricey, $50 US, but I really wanted to get that one. I got the green one, so I might as well get that one. What else did I get? The Bicycle Sundial Bridge deck from Sundial Bridge in California. Again, a bit pricey. Imperial playing cards from Denigma. And the Bicycle Lisa Larson deck. Also a Crayola deck. Bicycle Ice, which I actually got on Amazon. A couple of Star Trek decks printed by Hoyle back in the day. The Cardvo deck, which I've been wanting to get, even though again it's a bit pricey. The Bicycle 7-Eleven Cup deck, coffee cup deck. The Bicycle John Ratzenberger Made in America deck. Again, a little bit pricey, but heck with it. Also, a set of plastic Bicycle Prestige decks. A couple of Target exclusive decks, the Bicycle Zigzag and Radical 80s, 2nd edition, I guess, reprint. What else? Also, recently I also ordered the 2nd Kopag Gaff deck from Penguin Magic. I'm glad I was finally able to find that one. And also a Power Rangers deck, 25th Anniversary Power Rangers deck. So yeah, all sorts of interesting stuff coming. Third Way Industries, by the way, is having a spring sale, so make sure you go check out thirdway.it. Just got that email. Yeah, whole bunch of interesting stuff. Some more limited or rare stuff. Some stuff that's more Japan or Korea exclusive. Did I mention the Bicycle Minnie and Mickey deck as well? I think I did. All sorts of stuff that you may have not heard of before or have never seen before. Certainly there's no reviews on a lot of these. But that will be changing at some point in time. I did spend way too much, in case you're wondering, over $500 US in the last couple of days. Yeah, that really sucks. I don't usually buy a whole lot on eBay because usually PayPal does not let me. My credit cards are always basically blocked by them. But I got a new one not too long ago, and I was able to make some purchases, so I did, and they blocked that one, then I used another one, and made some more purchases, because I'm an idiot. But that one, apparently is still active, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I figured I might as well take advantage of the situation, get some decks that I wanted that were kind of limited, or just hard to find. Also, I forgot, free deck set of the Bicycle Japan decks, which is some rider backs made exclusively for Japan. It's some interesting color schemes, which I could probably show you. Probably show you a lot of these decks. Just quickly. Well, you know what? Well, I'll show you this one. There they are. Come on. And there's a lot of other decks that I was searching for, like these ones, like and this is the Zigzag, by the way. I was searching for this one, the Okuta. I tried to search for this one. I tried to search for... I mean, I thought about getting the Snoopy Museum deck. It's just getting too expensive, though. The rest of these I already have. All sorts of weird Japanese decks. I did find this one, the Mastermind, way too expensive. Just for the record. There's some that I just kind of put my foot down and said, no. I'd like to get them, not at those prices. This is the Snoopy Museum one, by the way. Or do I have this one already? I think I might have this one already. I don't even recall. Anyway, ooh, that looks pretty nice. That's one of those decks. Another one that I was trying to find that I didn't find is the Bicycle New Balance from that sneaker company from a couple years back. Didn't see it anywhere. Wow. This guy has a lot of these decks and he's probably selling them for a lot of money on eBay. Just guessing. A lot of greedy resellers. I did see this one, Slumber deck, and another one, or Fragment deck, in green as well. Too expensive. I was trying to find this in red. No luck. Just this one I found. So yeah, I was trying to find all sorts of stuff that's in my wish list on portfolio52.com. And I added a bunch of stuff too. Really? That's new? Oh, this one I definitely want as well. Wishlisted. Haven't seen it, but it's a Walmart exclusive one apparently. So I got this one. It's Bicycle Mickey and Minnie deck. It's essentially the back design. It's very colorful. Some Jail Magic. Available on their website, but only to Korea. Totals bar V4, which is green. I believe the first one was also green. There's been also red and black. So this kind of is a throwback to the original one. And again, haven't seen it anywhere. Bicycle Radical 80s, which was Target exclusive. This one has a pink color scheme as opposed to the original, which is blue. Zigzag, also Target exclusive, very colorful borderless back design. And I can't think of what else. I mean, obviously I mentioned some of the other ones. Anyway, this is what you'll see if you come to my collection. And also, you can see my wish list. I did try to find some of these other ones. Attacking Rack and Back. Welcome to Vegas. No luck. There's the Bicycle Ice one, which basically is a new variation on a element deck that collectible playing cards did, except that it's made for sale, I guess, retail in the US. There's the Made in America, which is an older deck. The Bicycle God Selection, just a nice purple color. What else did I add? You can see my whole collection here, by the way. And trying to figure out what I might have gotten, what I might be expecting based on this. But that is that. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned. You get a whole bunch of interesting, kind of exclusive deck reviews coming that you probably won't find anywhere else. So stay tuned. See you next time. More. Thanks for watching. And by the way, if anyone wants to donate some money to help with all this expenses, feel free to send me an email and we'll work something out. See ya.